What's going on YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to update your Sync 3. So right now, I don't even know if the dealership would do it for you. This is a 2016 Ford Explorer. Didn't originally come with the Sync 3. I installed this myself. We had Sync 2 in this. I think that's what I'm pretty sure the Sync 2 comes with all 2016 Explorers. It may be Sync 3 and maybe the Platinum and Sport. But either way, so we have, I think, version 3.0 for Sync 3, and we want to update it. We also have maps. So this process will also update your maps version to the newest one. Now, I want to tell you that do this at your own risk. The program that we're going to be using is not made by Ford. However, I've seen it done multiple times, and I've done it many times on my own. But I also suggest that you do it at your own risk, because if something goes wrong or goes awry, it may brick your APIM module, which at the end of the day, if it does that, it's $200 out of the pocket to get a new one. But I'm just telling you right now, do it at your own risk. So the only thing you really need, other than a vehicle from Ford with Sync 3, is a 32 gigabyte thumb drive. You need at least a 32 gigabyte thumb drive, so that way you can install the maps and the newest update on it. Now, if you don't have maps, you might be going to be able to get away without 32 gigabytes. I will link one in the description below so you can check it out if you need one. So the first thing we need to do here is check and see what version we have. Go to Settings, General, then you need to scroll down to About Sync. And then here you see we have version 3.0, build 18025, and you need to keep that in mind. This right here, the build 18025 and the version 3.0, that is my version of the Sync 3, but you need to make sure that you keep yours in mind when you get there, because we need to put that in the software so it updates properly. And then down here, mine has navigation apps from, it says 114. So that means we have navigation maps from 2014. So that's pretty old. Obviously, it's 6-7 years old now. The newest, I think, is from 2019, actually. So it's not super old. Actually, that's still pretty old. That's about 5 years. So we're going to go ahead and update that as well. The process is the same without navigation. So if you don't have navigation now, the process of this is all the same. There's just a toggle you won't toggle for navigation. Doing this, you won't be able to upload navigation maps if you have a non-navigation system. The software space or the hard drive space on your APIM module is not enough if you have a non-navigation car. So don't try that, because it's not going to work. So let's go ahead and get to the computer, and I'm going to show you how to install all the files you need on the thumb drive. It's really quick and easy. Scion Labs made it very easy for us to do this. So big shout out to them. And also you can find the download in the description below, so you can go ahead and start downloading it. You will need a Windows computer to do this. It will not work on the Mac unless you have Windows installed on the Mac. All right, so you'll go to this website, Scion Labs, and here's the link right here, or the URL. So you're gonna go to this URL. I'll put it in the description below so you can check it out. But you're going to arrive at this website. So thankfully, they have created a way, one-stop shop here. One thing you need to understand is this application updater, the Sync 3 updater, is not licensed, endorsed, or associated with Ford Motor Company. Again, just make sure that you understand that this is kind of do at your own risk. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down here and download the newest version. They do provide the newest source code, so if you're into that, you got that there. And then you're going to install it. It's going to ask you if it's okay. Now it's launching here. All right. So now that we're here, I want you to read the disclaimer like we just talked about. And then when you understand, you'll click this, and it'll take you to the next screen. So this gives you the capability of updating for different regions: Europe, United States, Canada, Mexico, China, Australia, New Zealand, Turkey, South America, Taiwan, Middle East, Africa, India, and all that. Obviously, I'm going to do United States because I'm in the United States. Remember that build screen that I brought you to in the old Sync 3? So what it wants to know is what version are you on and what build you're on. So that's not what we have right here. And it wants you to automatically start typing here. So we were version 3.0, and the build was 18.0.2.5. That was mine. So you need to make sure you put yours in there. Now, I had navigation, so I went ahead. I'm going to go ahead and tag that because I want to update navigation. If you don't have navigation, don't check that. Remember, we don't want to install navigation because there's not going to be enough room for you if you don't have navigation. This stuff down here, or all this stuff right here, you can leave alone. It will allow you to download all the files and drag them to an SD card if you want separately. So this is where it's going to do that stuff at. However, the advanced options here, you want to do auto detect install mode, or auto detect mode. I'm going to do show all releases, and you can go down to beta or CI install here. Not sure what that one is, but I would recommend just doing releases, and you don't have to worry about the paid options here. So you'll click apply. And now you're going to go here and find your SD card, or not SD card, but thumb drive. So that's this one right here for me. If you just put it in now, you can refresh and it should launch back up in there. And it's going to format that card anyway, so don't worry about it. Pick United States again. What version do you want to use? So the newest is up at the top here. That's what I want. So that's what I'm going to pick. And it kind of gives you the notes of what the updates here. So this one says navigation seems faster for searching addresses, etc. CarPlay seems to load quicker. New section in the navigation to allow quick access to things when moving. And so you can play around with these and go down further if you wanted to and see what the other issues were or what it fixed. But we're going to go ahead with the newest version here. And then since we're updating maps, we're going to go to the newest maps version, or the only one it gives you. And these are all the packages it's going to go ahead and give you. So now, install mode is reformat. So it's going to automatically reformat the card or the thumb drive. Hit start when you're ready. It's going to say, just let you know that if your car is manufactured in 2020, this is not going to work for you. Don't do it. Just confirm yes. Another warning, your car is not manufactured in 2020. Correct, it's not. And then another warning here, anything existing in the USB drive now is going to be removed. Yes, I'm good with that. Another warning, hello, just making sure everything's been removed. That's fine. And then it's going to do this. What it's going to do is it's going to download each of these packages. The top one's downloading, so it's going to go on based on the speed of your internet. And then the below process bar here is the total progress. So once this gets all the way done, you'll be good to go and remove the thumb drive and put it into your car. But this is going to take a little bit of time, depending on your internet connection and depending on the speed of your thumb drive. So I kind of got a cheap version of a thumb drive. I recommend do a premium version. I mean, they're not that expensive. I just had this one laying around. I will link it in the description below so you can check it out yourself if you need one, a decent one to buy. They're good to have around anyways. This is a 32 gig. You're going to need at least that for the navigation one. And it will take some time. It's going to take about 20 to 30 minutes. I'd give your time 20 to 30 minutes. And then once it's done, it's going to let you know it's done. And then you're going to be safe to remove the thumb drive and good to go and move it over to your vehicle. All right, so now that we have the update on the thumb drive, we can put it in the USB slot, which is down below here. At least on the Explorer it is. It may be in the glove, or not the glove box, but the middle center console. So what you want to do is, I definitely would either put the battery on a battery tender, because it needs to be in accessory mode at all times, or start the vehicle outside of your garage and let it run while it does the update. Or you can drive around, for that matter. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably drive around, because without the maps, it takes about 12 to 15 minutes to update. but with the maps, it's going to take about, I think it's 30 minutes. So plan accordingly for the amount of time it's going to take. And so all you're going to need to do is put the thumb drive in the USB slot. Of course, I put it in the wrong way. And it's going to, it says updating system software. It's going to restart the system. And it's going to do everything automatically. Now, it said remove the thumb drive, but you don't want to do that. It's going to reboot. And then it's going to do all this information. So now it's repartitioning the eMMC. And then it's going to go through its motion here. So this is the status bar here on the bottom. And when it's done, it will say it's done. It'll be, I think it's a green screen, or kind of a green yellowish screen. So I'll show that to you when it gets done. But it's just going to cycle through all these images here and kind of give you a status bar as it goes. And I will come back when it's done. Just wanted to give you guys a little update here. We're at 15-minute mark here down below. And I want to make sure that you guys don't get discouraged by how slow this bar moves. As you can saw there, that it did change what it was doing, but it's been extracting map package for probably a good 7-8 minutes. So it's only changed twice, other than that quick little blip. So it was extracting a previous package. I can't remember what it was saying, but now it's doing the map package. And it's taken 15, almost now 16 minutes here coming up just to do those two items. So don't get discouraged and think it's stuck and remove the thumb drive. Just make sure if it's the map card or if you're updating the maps too, at least get it through 35 to 40 minutes. Here's that green screen that I was talking about. It says update successful. Please remove USB. And we're at a little bit of extra. It was actually about 24 minutes. So go ahead and remove it and see what happens. Probably take a little bit to reboot. That's a good logo to have, the Ford logo. And then now it says, do you want to allow some of these features, auto system updates, sync diagnostics? We'll just do ask later. So now, this is the new version, the newest version. So if we go to settings, and general, we scroll down to about sync. Now, as you can see here, we have 3.4, different build, the maps of 2019, what's the newest. So there you have it. So it was pretty easy. A lot easier than it was for adding navigation and updating Sync 2. If you have any questions, comments or concerns or opinions, put them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. If you need help, let me know. I'll try to help the best I can. If this video helped you out in any way, please leave me a like. If this is your first time to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.